Stop using Stripe. I've lost so much money because of them.
Years ago, when I first started with Stripe, they banned my account, froze my payouts, and the fees are insane. And I know I'm not the only creator who's been through this. But here's the good news.
There's finally an alternative
that is much more fair and charges way lower fees.
For the longest time, I believed the financial side of being a creator
had to be complicated. After being sick with Stripe, it sent me searching. If you're selling coaching or digital products or even getting sponsorship money from overseas,
you need PayPal, Stripe, an international bank, and a whole bunch of different tools.
And in the process, you'd lose money due to fees, wait days for payments to clear,
as well as constantly juggling a bunch of different accounts just to keep things afloat. That was the system that I had to live with.
But then I came across something different.
For the very first time. See, the truth is,
banks and payment processors like Stripe aren't built for creators.
They're built for themselves.
High fees, frozen payouts, sudden bans.
That's the reality of using a system that didn't have us creators in mind.
Then I found Airwallex, a platform that actually feels like it's designed for creators running online businesses, especially one selling in multiple markets. Airwallex feels kind of inevitable, like it should have always existed for creators. Imagine this, you sell a course in the US while being based in Australia, and instead of losing money due to currency conversion, you can keep the payments in USD. You only convert it when you want to, at much better rates than your bank.
Or I might be running Facebook ads in Australian dollars
while getting paid by international currency in euro or pounds. It all just works in one simple dashboard.
It's not about inventing a whole new way to collect money and payments. It's about finding and using a system that finally works for us, creators.
If you're running mentorship or coaching, Airwallex lets you have a multi-currency account with local bank details so you can get paid like a local, no matter where your students are.
Here's some examples. If you're running mentorship or coaching, Airwallex allows you to have a multi-currency account so you can accept and receive payments with local bank details from
more than 60 countries,
meaning that you can get paid just like a local, no matter where your students are. Furthermore, if you're selling info products,
Airwallex allows you to collect payments in the customer's own currency and keep it in your account as that currency. Unlike Stripe, given I have a Stripe Australian account, when someone pays in US dollars, it instantly gets converted to Australian dollars at a really crap conversion rate. And that's where Stripe secretly makes money through the currency conversion because they make a margin on that.
But furthermore, you're able to hold that currency so you can pay your supplier in that exact same currency.
Let's say I have suppliers in China that accept US dollars. I can now use the USD to pay that supplier from my Airwallex account. And as a result, Airwallex allows me to solve the conversion trap.
Another example is if you're running an e-commerce store, you're selling maybe a clothing for your fans, selling merch maybe, you can collect sales in 160 plus local payment methods to that country so that you're going to have a much higher conversion rate. But furthermore, you're able to hold that currency so you can pay your supplier in that exact same currency. Therefore, you will have no wasted fees in between. So for example, let's say I collect a bunch of sales from America.
So I can now go ahead and use the US dollars to pay my suppliers directly. Whereas with Stripe, I'll charge in US dollars, it'll be converted into Australian dollars. I'll have to convert the Australian dollars back into USD to pay my supplier, and there's this double conversion issue. So Airwallex solves all these wasted fees in between. Another benefit is giving your team members their own limited corporate card.
So let's say you have a team of contractors. They help you with many things from media buying, running Facebook ads, to payroll, they're editing, so they pay for editing softwares. I can go ahead and give them each their own card from Airwallex with limits and pre-selected spend categories so that not only is everything cleanly managed in one dashboard, but I can make sure that they're using the cards on the right things and they're not going out and spending it on a coffee.
So whether you want to keep currency in the same currency that you received it in, or you want to get better currency conversion rates, or you just want to go ahead and create payment cards that your employees can use that has limits on them, whatever it may be, Airwallex was built for you.
But that's exactly why Airwallex isn't just another payment gateway.
You save money, you get paid faster, and most importantly, you stay in control.
And for the very first time, you feel like your money's working for you, not against you. It's not about chasing and building a brand new system. It's about using one that finally makes sense for you.
So if you're still relying on Stripe or PayPal,
you're losing money to high fees, risking sudden bans. Airwallex is the financial stack and platform built for you creators.
finally keep more of the money you actually earn. Link in the description.